Sapphire Mauler here. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I recently purchased this die-cast miniature on eBay. Got a really good price on it. It's Hasbro's Titanium Series B-Wing, released somewhere I think around 2005. This particular miniature is in really good shape. There's some very minor scuffs and whatnot, but I don't like the paint job very much. So I thought it'd be fun to see how realistic we can do the paint job, make it more like what we've seen in Return of the Jedi with the gray, with the kind of the blue-gray accents, and some of the different things we can do to it. Overall, again, it's in very good shape. We're not going to take it apart. We're just going to be painting it, and not really much of anything else. But anyway, the model is mostly, or miniature is mostly die cast. The cockpit does turn reluctantly, but it does turn. The wings are plastic, and the bottom gun section is also plastic, so we'll be careful handling those. We will try to drill out some holes in the, as you can see, I've already started on the gun here, gun ports, and we'll go from there. So let's just dive in and get started. Okay, so here we are with our B-Wing. We've applied a coat of the surface primer from Vallejo. I've allowed that to dry, and then I went over with a matte clear coat, just some Krylon spray clear coat, and I've allowed that almost 2 days of curing time to make it nice and hard. And so when I knew I was going to do a lot of masking off, and I wanted the paint not to be pulled off, so hopefully none of that will happen. But as you can tell, we've now masked off the areas that I want to do with the gray-blue. And I'm using Vallejo's grayish blue, and I wanted a little bit grayer, so I added in some medium gray also to my airbrush. You can see the points that we're going to be painting with the gray blue, and so let's just get going here. Alright, so here we go. We're going to let this dry for just a few seconds, and then we're going to pull off the carefully pull off the tape, and I'll come back with the look of how we did. Okay, so here we are. We've got the masking tape pulled off. Everything seems to have gone pretty well. I didn't pull off any of the paint with the masking tape. I like the color. Color's looking good. We have just a tiny bit overspray on the engine nozzles. Not too worried about that. The plan is to repaint those in like a dark gray, perhaps a gunmetal type color anyway, so not too worried about that. Other than that, I don't see any overspray anywhere. These gun barrels are going to be repainted, so I'm not worried about those being that blue color right now. Looking good. We have some other detail painting to do, so we'll just keep going. Alright, as you can see, I have masked off the intake section of the engines, and we're just going to use some steel from Vallejo airbrush paint, and we're going to paint over that. Alright, so I'll unveil this and take a look at where we're at. Alright, so here we go. We removed the tape from the painting of the air intakes, or whatever that is, the intakes for the engines. We just used some steel color on that again. As you can see, I've added the red dots, and I simply masked off with some tape, some little circles, and then spray painted some red in there. I've also started putting a little bit of dry pastels on some of the places that we're adding a little weathering detail, and a little bit on the back side. We started a lot more weathering to do, but we're getting close to the finishing the main painting of the miniature here. Overall, I think it's turned out pretty well so far. Probably one of the last things I do for the canopy is we'll put a gloss black, or at least a black with some gloss clear coats to simulate glass on the canopy there. So we'll probably save that part for the very last thing that we do. So here we are, and we'll just keep going. Okay, so you can see we're all finished up here. We did a conversion from that paint job where it was the orange and brown and the different colors, and kind of lacked some of the detail that this miniature actually can provide. We've changed it into what you would see in Return of the Jedi, with the light gray and the bush gray accents and the orange. You can see where we did the cockpit. We painted it black, masked off, painted it black, and then put a clear gloss coat to kind of give a glassy look to it. And we did some just dry pastels to just do some weathering. I also did some panel line work with this pencil right here. Just get it into any normal pencil, get into a sharp point, and carefully run it on your lines, and you can get a little bit of your panel line accents. Just make sure it's sealed in. The rest of the model was sealed in with a matte varnish from Vallejo. But overall, I think it turned out pretty well. I like the paint job much better than what it was. I think it shows off a lot more detail than what it did, and I'm very happy with it. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, if you have any questions, let me know. But if you do like the videos, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I appreciate it. And until next time, thanks for viewing.